channel on matters of spiritual growth, spiritual edification, spiritual education, and nourishment. This is Ask Pastor Nesh, where we demystify and unveil the not so clear truths of our faith. I am your host, Pastor Nesh, praying that the Lord will lead my tongue to speak profitable wisdom and knowledge for you and your life. I am the lead pastor of the Wow Sanctuary based in Kenyatta Road. Also an author, a musician, an actor, a music and video producer, and a content creator. The description part of this video carries links that you can follow to sample some of my works. Please subscribe and hit the notification button, and God will bless you. This is our last episode on this topic, as usual, not because I'm out of materials, but because monotony breeds boredom. And that is not one of the things I want to bring forth on this channel. So we will be doing 7-part series on each topic, partly because 7 is a number of completion and perfection, and partly to make sure that we move on just before you get bored. Now, on this last episode of Monogamy, Polygamy, and Faith, let's look at the advantages of polygamy, just for argument's sake. Well, as mentioned earlier, women are not as inferior as we always were taught to believe by past generations. As time passes by, we have learned that they are actually superior beings. This is part of the reason why they were commanded in the Bible to submit. I've always told those that follow my lessons that whenever God asks you to do something or even commands, one thing you should rule out of the command is the word easy. But it not being easy does not mean it's not being possible. What God commands is always possible to be done, but not always easy. Take for instance when He commands a man to love his wife. You may think it is easy. Actually, women struggle with thinking how difficult it is to, quote unquote, just love someone wholeheartedly. Because to them, loving is easy. Yes, it is very easy for a woman to love someone. And when she does it with everything she has got. But it is not easy for a man because men are easily distracted, easily bored by monotony, and the emotion is sight-driven. One of the hardest things that very few women appreciate is the ability to keep one man glued to one woman. This is why even in Genesis chapter number 2 and verses 24, it is the man that was commanded to leave all and cling onto his wife, not the woman. On the other hand, it is hard for a woman to submit. First reason being that by all means, she is a superior creation to man. She is a progression, an improvement, and a development of what man is. Man was like a prototype, the ideal and the invention, while the woman became the product of the genius behind the ideal. She came with improvements. Just the fact that men think with only one side of their brain, while women think with both sides of the brain, tells you a lot. There are so many differences between a man and a woman that tells you that the power that she carries had to be somehow governed, lest she topples over man and disobey the order of first come, first serve, and respect your elders. This is why to the woman, submission is a command. Not because it is easy for her to do it. No, with all these powers she possesses over man, she is always struggling with submission. And some even fail at this test. And when they do, relationships also fail. Now, polygamy shifts the competition from between husband and wife to between or amongst wives. One of the greatest things you can give to a husband is peace. And when a man discovers that there is competition from the wife that's giving him sleepless peaceless nights. One of the ingenious inventions to curtail such is introduction of another center to absorb this force. This is why from the start I told you that polygamy is a desperate attempt to hide a bigger problem in the room. A man does not just wake up full of love for his first wife and yet decide, I'm going to add another one. Polygamy is said to be a solution to a monogamic problem. The problem is that it doesn't always solve anything. The second wife is not always brought in because she is loved. Sometimes she is brought in to prove a point. Other times she is brought in to serve as a defense mechanism or an arsenal. But we learn in psychology lectures that a man will always be attracted to the same woman again and again and again. No matter how many girls you date, if you critically look at them from outside the box, you will find out that they all have one thing in common, and they tend to gravitate towards a certain character. This is why an ignorant man may end up marrying 1,000 wives, thinking the next will be different, only to end up gathering all the like-minded women under one roof. This is another advantage to women married to a polygamous man, if only they can realize that they are all made of the same fabric. But I don't know if this would serve the man well. But men are a lucky lot. Very few women are able to come to this realization. Women are always competing against each other. A woman will always think she can take a man from another woman. When a man is attracted to a certain woman, the woman starts thinking that she has an advantage over the previous woman. And the previous woman cowers and shudders at the thought of inferiority complex. And this is how the man wins. Or does he? I will leave you to answer that on your own by looking at polygamous unions and drawing your own conclusions. Whenever you think of polygamy, though, always remember that God created many trees, animals, fishes, flowers, but only created one woman for one man. He is omniscient. That means he's all-knowing. What is it that he knew of monogamy that man thought he knew better with polygamy? Let's pause there for today. Please subscribe to this channel. Yes, this channel. Turn the red word subscribe to gray. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, get into the habit of sharing, giving us a thumbs up and commenting. That's my call. Please subscribe. Many are watching but few are subscribed. But we thank God for the growth. I thank God for every person that has told me they have benefited from this. Those that even came to my inbox and chatted me up on this topic. And I hope that in the next topic we will see even better and better way of living. Now with those so many words, this is Ask Pastor Nesh. And I've been your host, Pastor Nesh, praying that the Lord will bless you, that the Lord will keep you, that the Lord will lift you even higher than I am. And until the next episode, Shalom.